All right, three, two, one. Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Drewski with Cryptid Warfare and Conspiracies Podcast and CW Operations and Survival. Hope you guys had a blessed week. And for all you guys out there in other countries right now that are caught in between these proxy wars, in my opinion, hope you guys are being safe, being blessed, be safe out there. Stay strapped or get clapped, and the rest of the world out there, be on your toes. If you guys got any encounters, you guys got any stories, you guys got any prayer requests, you guys just want to be on the show, go ahead and shoot me an email, cryptidwarfare@gmail.com. That's cryptidwarfare@gmail.com. Also, too, you guys are having any cryptid problems, any spiritual warfare problems, anything like that, go ahead and hit me up on Instagram or shoot me another email, which is another email I have, is c.woperations17905@gmail.com. We would love to help you guys out. Also, guys, I'm a big supporter when it comes to certain causes and businesses. So go ahead and shoot my friends an email. A great business that I support and love. One of my good buddies, a.k.a. Mr. Charlie, that's his call sign. A lot of these guys who have this company, they're called Kingdom Defense. They are a lot of guys who are attached to them are Special Operations, 75th Ranger Regiment, Special Forces, SWAT, all these guys. These guys help out when it comes to private citizens, church security, anything like that, police forces, stuff like that, and SWAT guys in the medical field, in the CQB, close quarters battle tactics, and anything like that when it comes to shooting scenarios and stuff. So Kingdom Defense, these guys are the best in the business. Also, too, I am a big supporter now. They're definitely This girl I interviewed, her name is a.k.a. Ren. She is the founder and operator of Lantern Rescue. They hunt child traffickers, and they help kids and other people get back into society, and they get them going on their feet, and they get them away for these child traffickers, and they hunt child traffickers. So if you guys want to hit them up, you guys want to help out, any way you can, donations, you guys want to get involved, look up lanternrescue.org. These guys are the best in the business. Shout out to Ren. I just interviewed her last week. So, that show should be popping off this Friday. Is that it? Oh, yeah, also, too, you guys are having any... I already talked about that. But anyways, let's just get to it, guys. Guys, this is going to be a great interview. Shout out to my buddy AG. He actually hooked me up with this wonderful person. So, guys, we're just going to get into it. She's going to tell us her story. We're going to talk a lot about conspiracies, a lot of truth, a lot what's going on in the world right now. So, buckle in, strap up, get your seatbelt on, get your tinfoil hats on, and let's go. Man, to you guys, Miss Diana. I always call her Princess Diana, Mexican Seed Mommy. Hey, buddy, what's going on?
Hi, Mexican Starseed Mom. Hi, guys. How are you? I am very honored and very grateful to be on your podcast. Uh, Thank you, Angel, for connecting us. So we are living in really wild times right now. The frequency of the planet is just massively shifting right now, and everybody is just awakening to what's really happening in this realm that we live in this 3D realm, We are in the midst of just like shifting into higher densities, depending on how you hold and carry yourself. But we're going to talk about all of that. So I am pretty intense in the truther community,
Yes, you
I
are.
started I started as soon as I came from Miami, Florida, it just took off. I just I started doing spiritual stuff. It would be more and more about frequency, quantum physics, and it just grew into something massive. And I think I shifted massively after I had my car accident back in August 20th of 2025. I had just moved into my house a week before. It was my son's third day in school, and very unexpected accident, very out of left field. But everything that happens in your life you can't downplay it. It's there's a reason for everything.
It's for a reason,
And
yeah, for
look,
sure.
everything happens, everything, you have a soul's purpose for a reason. So everything is aligning to where you need to go through your human experience.
Mhm.
I feel like after that, I feel like I personally like, and I don't say this a lot to a lot of people, like only to like my close friends. I feel like I probably parallel shifted in that car accident because it was really bad.
Mhm.
My car was completely totaled. And if you are following me on my page, you would see that that last day of 2025, I did post my accident and the pictures of my car and everything. A lot of people didn't even know that I got into a car accident because I kept that very privately, you know? I
Mhm.
went through a whirlwind when I had my accident. I had whiplash, I had slight PTSD, I couldn't get in a car, my mom had to drive me around and I would sit in the back seat. It's
Yeah,
very traumatizing, and I think
it is.
that did something to me, like, to my persona. It just accelerated where I needed to be.
Yeah, I hear that. I hear that.
Um,
Go, keep going. You good? Keep going.
no, just because, I've always known that I've always known that I always knew that I was different. Like weirdly different, uniquely different. And I was okay with that, because I grew up as an only child, but with siblings growing up elsewhere, because
Mhm.
I grew up in a blended family, but it was just me for my mom's side. So I knew that at a very young age that I felt different, but the world that we live in, you go to school, they try to erase your memories through the school system, consuming shots, all of that. So
Mhm.
it's like you forget, or it's like a mind control thing because we're massively programmed
100%.
through all these things that are happening right now because they don't want us to awaken to our true divinity within. And
Or easier to control.
they cannot to stop what's about to explode and happen because all timelines lead to just that one timeline of human massive evolution,
Mm.
we're going to shift into uh, higher densities where we should have been. We're not going to be here stuck in this material world, but yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, like I shifted into, I don't know, it just my page started growing. I came here with the 2,000 followings, and that was just like just close friends and families, and even from like my previous business through Prove It. Uh, and as soon as I started working on the page, it just started growing. And look at us now. It was from September to now. Well, now I'm a little censored and
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah,
and a little shadow
you're in
banned.
like IG, you're in like IG jail for a minute. Yeah.
Yeah. They suspended my Facebook account for 180 days. That's connected to my Instagram.
Dang.
Yeah. And it's a whole different vibe on Facebook and Instagram. Let me tell you. Every social media platform is completely different.
What do you think the
I feel
differences
like
are with that? Just
I
curious.
feel Facebook, I feel like it's more like for friends and family.
Mm-hmm.
Instagram, it's more for like, okay, I want to seek some knowledge. I want to hear some truth. Like, it is really happening. You just have to hashtag something and you'll find it right away, This is why, like, I'm only limited to 5 hashtags, apparently. I don't know, because apparently I was putting too many hashtags at the beginning of time. So I'm going with the flow and I'm putting the 5 hashtags that appeal to whatever it is that I'm resonating with. Um, I mean, my page grew very fast since
Mm.
January to now because I was putting a lot, a lot, a lot, and it is true. We are being watched. I consider myself to be a QAnon and a patriot,
Mm-hmm.
so I can't do collaborations with any of my peeps. They've completely banned that from my Instagram, but it's okay. We still do the tagging. It's a lot. Yeah, I feel like we're being massively watched because they don't want us to spread truth through our pages as digital soldiers that we are, because we are. You're not going to find what we're saying to the masses on the fake media news or any of that.
You're right.
because everything that they put out there, it's like a facade of brainwashing, you know?
It is.
And if you do your research and if you've gone down like one too many rabbit holes, then you actually know what's really happening in this world. You're not going to figure it out like overnight or like just by looking at somebody's post, like one post. You have to do your own research,
You have
follow
to.
your intuition and your discernment. You have to, how do you say, dark night of the shadow. You have to go through
Mhm.
something really massive to go through that awakening. I mean, I've been awakened for a really long time. It's just more things that I feel like I'm just that, um my galactic family, my higher self, like it brings to me, sometimes I'll post, like I used to post like 10, maybe like 11 things a day. But yeah, I felt like I was overdoing it because I got excited. It was exciting, and
Heck
I'm
yeah.
still excited. I'm we are here. There's still so many people sleeping. We still have so many people drinking the Kool-Aid. That's what I say. They still need to be awakened to the heinous crimes that this realm has going on, through negative extraterrestrials. But
Yeah, I
yeah,
agree.
but you have your
Yeah.
good ones too. You have
Yeah.
the good light frequency people that they're watching over us. It's a simulation of it's a lot. They do harvest our energy. And I know I did say simulation. We do live in a simulation. This is a false matrix realm. So everything that you see around, fear is an illusion, hate is an illusion, anger is an illusion, everything. You have to find the things that are going to make you lively within yourself and just, you know, I've been through it. I had a
Uh,
really, really bad 20-year relationship with the father of my kids.
uh,
And I don't say this a lot, but he was very abusive to me for 20 years. And I allowed
uh,
myself to stay with him. And that, because I had a great childhood growing up, I didn't have any bad conflictions. I had a great family. I have a great family, very supportive family. It's just I think he was my lesson and I needed to like fully be the Diana that I am today because of that what I had to go through with him, and I tolerated a lot in that relationship, but the best thing that came out of that relationship were my kids.
yeah.
Would never change them for the world cuz they make me whole too.
100%.
They are mine. I don't see myself without them. And if I had to do it all over again, I would do it all over again.
Yeah.
I would definitely do it all over again because I cannot see myself without my babies.
Amen to that, man. For the
Yeah.
listeners here, could you okay, so you're talking okay,
So
I
much going on.
I definitely dove into this too. Okay, so for the listeners who don't know what how would you explain what on how we are living in a matrix? Could you explain that to them? On like what you're on like how you think of like explain to them on what
Well,
your thoughts are on that.
okay, so there's massive energy out. I mean, massive energy. Of course, everything is frequency energy, but there is a lot of hidden, suppressed technology beyond our wildest imagination that has been hidden from us and it's been used on us. It could be a frequency wave or, you know, it's a lot. We live in a kind of witchy, warlock kind of realm
Uh,
where negative entities just want to suppress our memories, our minds. This is why they fuck with our food. I'm sorry. Okay, am I
you're
allowed
good.
to curse?
You're good. You're good.
Sorry.
You're
This
good.
is why they mess with our food. They tamper our air. They do a lot. They doctors,
Medications, yeah.
exactly. They
Vaccines.
want to vaccine all of that. Yes, it's crazy, But if you are truly awakened to how you know they want us to be, like it's everything is a facade and it's a lie.
It is. And not
Um.
only yeah, not only that, if people really look at it, step back and understand like okay, like example, Bill Gates, guys, come on.
Oh my
Seriously.
God.
This guy all he did was just build just like computer chips and with like tech stuff and next thing you know, he's in charge of our health. Like
And
what
I'm
we
going to
should
tell you
do, what we should
something.
inject in us. Come on, go ahead.
I'm going to tell you, Bill Gates, he's part of that elite group.
100%. Yeah.
His mother, is Robert Maxwell's sister.
Mm.
Yep. That's his, yeah, that's who his mom is. That's Bill Gates. So they're all connected. They are so all connected. This
Have
is
you
why
been
they want, yes, go ahead.
Have you been looking at this? Have you been looking at the Epstein files?
I did. I stopped looking at it for a week because I got banned for putting a video of kids getting drowned.
Yeah.
Like, and yeah, it was really hard for me to post that because
Yeah.
it's just it's really it's really extreme and very brutal content to put out
Hmm.
there. And I have a lot of things that I have read. I have videos, and I don't post any of that because I don't think people are, they don't realize what's really going on. They
Yeah.
disregarded. Kids are being trafficked. They're being sacrificed. They're being killed. You know, I think those are warriors that decided to come in here during this time to incarnate, to help us awaken humanity collectively,
Mm.
and those are the real angels, those kids that have to endure that kind of pain and what they have to go through. And it's very heartfelt because I have kids, you have kids.
Mm.
Can you imagine your kids being going through that? That's,
I would.
it breaks my heart. And I've had
Yeah.
nights where I just cry. I cry to my boyfriend. I'm like, babe, what is going on? This is terrible.
Mm.
It's but you know what, we are here to put that information out slowly but gradually, because the world's not really ready for what's really happening, you know even through like the q posts, the truth is not going to be for everybody. A lot of people are not going to be ready for what's going to happen.
Yeah.
It's everything is just it's fake.
I agree. I agree. And it's like that saying too. The truth will set you free, but first it'll piss you off. And
Yeah,
not only that, too. With who the hell was I talking with? Anyways, like one of my buddies, he's in the military, but how do I put it? Okay, so with all the junk and stuff that they pump in us, when it comes to the food, when it comes to the toxins, the freaking chemtrails in the air, you name it, man, anything, like the media, everything. They dumb us down. They try to get us so
definitely.
lenient on the government and everything that when it comes to push come to shove, we're out of shape, we're out of the mindset, we're not training, all this stuff. And also too, it doesn't to me, when you said like how are people not really affected by this, to me also too, when it comes to this stuff, people really aren't affected because it hasn't hit their backyard yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's really none of my business. It doesn't affect me, so I'm just going to control and be happy with whatever I have in my bubble. But if you don't take action now, even though it's not in your backyard, it's going to get to you eventually. That's the thing. People don't
It
understand.
is true. They're just probably like NPCs and being massively programmed, or I don't know. They could be a clone. Like nothing shocks me at this point, and I question every single thing
Yeah.
going on. You know, Even from the the clerk in the supermarket. I don't know if he's, if he, listen, we're living amongst aliens, and that alien
Oh,
disclosure
100%.
is good, and it's gonna hit hard. And a lot of people, like, I feel like us, as we're using our platforms to bring awareness, because you're a digital soldier, I'm a digital soldier. We're all bringing truths relevantly in every kind of way possible. And if you want to believe it, believe it. If you don't, do your own research, follow your intuition, and your discernment. Like, dude, I've gone through so many rabbit holes. I've cried, I've gotten mad, I've been disappointed, and I'm like, I'm not shocked of what's really happening. Like, the people that are controlling us, that are suppressing humanity from being, you know, divine beings. We are electromagnetic beings of energy, you know? And
Yeah,
they
I'm
don't
not.
want
Yeah,
us to,
I'm writing
like
notes. I'm
thrive.
writing notes. Keep going. I'm writing notes. Sorry.
They do not want us to thrive, period.
Yeah.
It's more like they don't want us to ascend to higher dimensions. They don't want
Well,
us to be powerful, because let me tell you something, we're very powerful human beings and we hold more energy within our DNA, and it's insane because your mind creates your perception of everything, your reality, even the way you are. Like you can't, like for example, a negative person, somebody that's like, oh, I hate my life, the nothing good ever happens to me, blah blah blah, this and that. You have to shift that kind of energy and that negativity to a positive, in a positive way. Like, no, tomorrow's going to be a better day, it's going to be a new day, that kind of thing. If you're still stuck in that negative environment in your head, because in all reality your thoughts are not really yours,
mm,
they're being controlled by by an entity. It could be an entity, an archon. It's a lot of things. It's a lot of stuff going on right now.
yeah. Also, too, like in my opinion as well, I try to back everything up biblically, but um, the battle really is up here. Is your
Hmm.
mindset?
And it's
Okay,
a spiritual warfare,
it is
absolutely.
100%, and that's why. How did my good buddy D holler at D? He's a guy who does all the rap songs at the end of my podcast, but he's a good dude. But every day he's like, I was like, because one day I kind of got into work and I just had just like a funky attitude. And he's like, "Drew, you all right?" I'm like, "Man, I don't know, man. I'm just not feeling it today." He's like, "You know what, brother? Choose joy, man." And I just like hit me. I was like, "You know what? You're right, man. You're freaking right." Changed it. I'm gonna choose joy today, and it's amazing, man. Once you have that thought process, you got
It's
that freaking
beautiful.
entity in the back of your head screaming depression, hate, anger, whatever. You're like, you know what? I'm gonna choose joy today. And yeah, and people, there's actually a lot of people out there who actually thrive in drama, who like they
It's
find that as
pitiful.
like their identity. Like, you know what I'm saying? They cannot live without that, and it's sad, man. It's really sad.
Yeah, they like to be stuck in that kind of energetic field of negativity and drama, like it's being just a still person. And music too, it has a lot to do with how you
Bring it.
perceive things. Music
Also, too,
frequency,
the music
yeah,
frequencies, the beats, like, but
everything.
yeah,
Yeah. I've
it
I'm
is.
s- I'm just starting into like the whole spiritual spiritual music, and it makes me happy. Like I listen to like positivity, like peace and happiness. That's my favorite song.
Yeah, you got to,
Peace
man.
and happy. And I love that song. Um, but yeah, and I tell my son, he's 14 years old. Teenagers are rough, and
Hmm.
he's tapping into a lot of abilities that is making him like just go all over the place. He questions a lot because of everything that, I've in place for him, and
Hmm.
he knows, and everything, that I went through with his dad. He's a great kid. He just, it's he's a very special child. His dad is very like psychic on his side, and I'm very like, I don't know, it's just like a combination of me and dad. That's just, I think it happens at a certain age, and if you don't have the right person to like guide you properly, you could turn it into something chaotic. Your mind, you have to learn how to control your mind and how you're thinking, and how to, just tune into the gifts that, we've been given.
Yeah, I hear that. I hear that. So I'm really curious. I actually really want to go back to that incident because everybody has a moment where it clicks, right? So for you, it was that car accident, correct?
No, it shifted.
Was it
It
before
just
that?
grew a bit. No, I've been awakened for a
So it
couple
just
years
kind of gave
now.
you a good push. It gave you like a push off the cliff. Like we're going ahead first. Let's go.
Yes.
Okay.
It just
It
gravitated me to just do what I needed to do, like to be at
put a
service
fire
to
in your
others.
ass. Yeah.
Basically, yeah,
Yeah. Put a
definitely.
fire in your ass. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I've always known that I've always been at service to others my entire life.
Hmm.
And I love people. I love connecting with people. People always gravitate to me, and I feel like everybody's counselor. and I listen and I cry with people and I'm there. You just have to listen to the next person. You don't know what the next person's going through. We are all going through some shit, let me tell you.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know if the next person broke up with his girlfriend or the next person feels suicidal or they lost their mom or they want to do something. It's a battle here.
Mm-hmm.
And if you can't be kind to the next person and be a good human, because this human experience is the hardest thing anybody can go through, you know?
I agree. Yeah.
It's hard. You
Mm-hmm.
just have to be a good person and just give love and just care, be compassionate to the next person. And I try to implement that to my kids as well. And they're good kids.
Mm-hmm.
They're very they're good. They're little Mike but they're good. um, but yeah, just listen. One little good deed goes a long way.
I
You
agree.
never know who might need that. So yeah, if
Uh,
everybody could just do that, the world would be so different. If there wasn't so much jealousy, oh, oh, anger, just hatred, life would be so much better. I would love some peace on earth. But yeah, we're shifting into that. It's gonna happen. All of this is gonna go away. Like
I
right
agree.
now, we're having like everything that we're going through right now is just like through our platforms and what we bring. That's like a little bit of disclosure, but we are actually bringing the disclosure as digital soldiers. You know, they're not gonna
Mm-hmm.
put it out there. You know, intensively. A lot of people will have they will go into like some kind of shock.
Mm-hmm.
But what was I gonna say? So I feel personally like the disclosures coming from all like the, patriots, the anons, the podcasters, people that speak authentically with a good purpose and just want humanity to rise above all this chaotic craziness that we've been living through, like through our ancestors. I believe that I'm breaking that generational
Curse.
trauma within my,
Yeah.
yeah, the curse. Yeah, I am. And my grandmother would be so proud of me and my great grandmother. And I had a guy come up to me one time. He's very spiritual. He was adopted and he goes, "You're a very spiritual woman, aren't you?" I go, "Yeah. Hi, how are you?" And he goes, "Your ancestors are proud of you. I want you to know that." Now he blew my mind away. I'm like, and then I just started talking to him. Very interesting. And he actually invited me to go to like one of those little fire things
Mm-hmm.
and like just like with music and stuff like that. I'm all about that, let me tell you.
Yeah. Bonfires. There you go.
Yeah, like yeah. No, I forgot what he called it. I'll put it later on in the comments. It's something more like an ancestral, like energetic, like release of, of trauma, your people, you're just like coming together. I'm all about that.
Mm-hmm.
If
I
it
got you.
has anything to do with just finding peace within and making others proud, like I know my grandmother went through some stuff, but we don't want the future generations to go through any of that, so
Yeah, yeah. Like it says, we have to
that
learn
makes
from our
sense. Yeah,
history. We have to learn from our
yeah,
history, from our grandparents, from our ancestors, and also from the history that's happened on what they
repetitive
did and what we
patterns.
shouldn't do. Yes, exactly. And also, we have to break those family curses as well when it
Oh,
comes to
definitely.
anger, depression, stuff like that. And yeah, I totally agree with that. Okay, here's a question for you. How, for the listeners, how do you find mind control in today's world?
Mind control.
Yeah,
Well, mind control, I'm going to tell you something.
I know I kind of put you on
Well,
the spot. Sorry.
no, 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 it's okay. That's a great question. um Sometimes people don't have a hold of their mind because of the frequencies that they put out there. And let me tell you something, there are frequencies that make you think a certain way, negative frequencies, through the governments and all that stuff, people that just, that are not good. Yeah, I mean, mind control, they've been mind control, it's like MK Ultra, those kind of things. They want us to be down and out. They don't want us to find the joy within ourselves. And sometimes, don't get me wrong, I get a little bummed out sometimes, but I know who I truly am deep in within myself. I don't let that get to me because everything that I've encountered through this truther journey, I can't, they can't tamper with that with me, because I am a joyful, happy person and I'm stronger than that. And I know my true self. You just have to stay grounded to yourself and just sometimes you need to be alone to find yourself. And that's a lot of people don't know how to quiet their minds.
Mm,
They're massively programmed through mind control, through our phones, through TV, through everything, fake media news, all of that. Everything is a frequency. We're all
mm.
just, coming to life right now. Does that make sense? Did I explain that correctly?
Yeah, yeah, I agree. I agree. We have to, as people or as individuals, we have to disconnect a lot. And
Even on social media platforms, like for
mm,
kids going on TikTok,
yeah,
and just that's mind control, and it's also a frequency.
yeah, and not only that
Yeah,
too. If you, sorry, if you look at
no,
like
no.
kids, well, especially mine, right? Like my youngest, if he's on his iPad too long, because we usually have like step like standards, like me and my wife are like, okay, 2 hours is the max for today. That's it. So okay, buddy, time's up, and then he just flips out, and we're like negative,
Yes,
and then like we just let him do his thing, and then like, hey, are you calmed down now? You good? And he's like, yeah. Okay, cool. Let's go outside. Let's go ground. Let's go play a little bit. Let's just color. Let's do something. Then he's good. He's cool. He's good.
I know. My 9-year-old does not. We took the iPad endeavorly, and
Yeah.
his mood has completely changed and shifted.
Yeah. Also too, like foods, right? Like
Yes,
my wife is totally holistic now, so I'm glad. So we get off of like red dyes, stuff like that, all that.
Red
And
40, yeah.
yeah, so we kind of
It's so
did like
bad for
this
you.
test, like, hey, let's give him some gummy bears, some red ones, and let's see what happens. So we seen it and we're like, oh, nope, we're done. So then after that,
Take the
she
high brow.
goes to like, yeah, she goes like Trader Joe's now and stuff. So she gets like the healthier versions and stuff, and he's just perfectly fine. But it's freaking, man, that was one thing that really got me was like the food, man. Because honestly, I'm a fat kid
Big
at heart,
time.
dude. I love snacks. I love cakes. I love junk food. I'm like, oh my god, Lord, why? Why did it have to be like this? Yeah, it's hard, man.
Le- yeah, sugar. Sugar's so bad for you. It's addicting. It's actually more addicting
It's
than
worse than
cocaine.
drugs,
Yeah.
cocaine, and heroin, and all that, man.
But let me tell you something. I know we've talked about this before when we first had our first meeting about fasting.
Mhm.
People think that breakfast is the most important meal of the day, and it's not.
Wrong. You know
We've
where that
been
came from?
indoctrinated in our, yeah, the
Where,
Rothschilds.
why don't you talk a little bit about that to the people, to the listeners?
Oh God,
Come on.
it's a lot. I'm telling you, Jutski, it's so much stuff, dude. We can't
Yeah,
put it on just one thing. It's so much. Like in these 5 years, like just digging deep and doing research. It's a lot to unfold. I don't, people that know, if you know, you know. That's why I say that. A lot of people are like, oh, whatever. That's not true, you know?
yeah,
And it's okay. That's not you. But I don't have to explain myself because I've done enough research and I've spent a lot of time going through disappointments of every kind of way possible through this awakening. And nothing shocks me. And I tell everybody, question everything. Don't settle. Don't go do your research. Do whatever it is that you need to do, you
yeah. I
know?
also think too with a lot of people also it's example like a couple people I work with, if we talk about certain areas when it comes to food, when it comes to the government,
You can't
stuff like
talk to
that.
certain people. People
Yeah,
are
you can't. Also, too, they're lazy when it comes to doing the research, stuff like that. Example, like we're talking about like breakfast, right? And that whole indoctrination and concept came from the Rothschilds back in the day, and and I'm like, dude, just Go on ChatGPT. Go on the internet. Like read books. Like just take 30 minutes out of your day just to look this stuff up, man. Just to do a little bit of a rabbit trail, and you'll kind of put the breadcrumbs together, and you'll see like, holy crap, we were totally just 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 pushed with all this crap in our heads to indoctrinate us on how we should live, what we
You
should
can't be
eat, how we
having
should
so much,
work.
yeah.
Yeah.
Can't be having so much glucose in the morning.
Not only
It's
that,
like
like
you're, yeah,
a lot
pancakes,
of our
yeah.
food is bull crap. You go to other countries, a lot of the stuff we eat's illegal in other
I know.
countries.
It's banned.
Yeah.
It's massively banned. Yeah, I mean, it's
Yeah,
crazy, but
man.
we're living in some crazy wild times, but if you have to really want to just fight for your family and just be like, no, we're going to be better. You know,
Mhm.
we're not going to keep living like this. My kids don't take shots anymore. It's been 3 years now.
Yeah, that's the same thing with us. We didn't.
Uh-uh.
Our old. It's really. I'm like. It's sad because we look at our oldest compared to our youngest. You know what I mean? And it's just it's way different. And it's like, oh my gosh, I so wish we would have known about this stuff when we were young. But not a lot of
Wish
people were
to
talking about this. Not
everybody.
hardly anybody was talking about this at all. And then I
The
just
people that
as
were getting censored massively
oh
back then.
100%, yeah, they were. And honestly, I really think what really tipped the scales was people having their own shows, having their own podcasts, having their own, because a lot of that stuff's not controlled. It's not. But, it is censored to a point, but there's certain places where you can go where you can actually listen to it. Like, yeah, it just really blows my mind when it comes to like the censorship. But, you know, and also, too, in my opinion, how we have everything is like at the tip of our fingers now. They can't hide the truth at all anymore. To
No,
me, they
that's why they
kind
try
of
to censor us.
yeah, and they
Like
to me
patriots, people that go full throttle, like
they cut their own
myself.
throat. Yeah, yeah, they cut their own throat by giving us iPhones. When it comes to
Yeah.
certain
Oh, and
things.
symbolism. What was that?
Oh,
Hebrews.
buddy,
It says their symbolism will be the end of them. That too.
symbolism everywhere, dude.
It's just, it's
Yeah,
insane.
it's funny because when you recognize the symbolism, you can't really watch movies the same. You can't listen to music
No.
the same anymore. You can't look at places you go to the same anymore. You know, it's it's funny because some of my friends are like, Andrew, dude, just stop, man, just enjoy it. I'm enjoying life, but
But I know the
what about
truth.
that? What about that? What about that? What about that?
That's me.
Oh man.
It's me. I have to be quiet sometimes because it's just too much. And my mom, the woman that birthed me through this realm, she doesn't believe in aliens. But little does she know that I'm the alien.
Mm,
I know
yeah.
sometimes my family looks at me like, wow, you're really interesting, but okay, bye.
Yeah. Like I said, some people aren't ready. You know,
They're
some
not.
people still
It's
have
not
their
their time.
head in the dirt. You know what I mean? Like that
It's
to
not their
me.
time.
It's like the Matrix movie is almost like a documentary. You know what
It
I'm
is a
saying?
documentary.
Yeah.
It is. And Terminator 2. The same lady wrote both of them. Yeah, it is.
Oh, I did not
Everything,
know
yeah.
that. I did not
Terminator
know
and
that.
Terminator and the Matrix. This is the same lady. You know that they actually what was it? They would not give her credit for writing the scripts and all that stuff. Something about that. I don't know. I got to look more into that. But yeah, she wrote Terminator and all Matrix.
Yeah.
And yeah.
So let me ask you a question. Okay, so it's kind of funny how all these Epstein files and stuff have been let out, but of course they're freaking still hiding a lot of stuff.
Oh,
And I
there's
can't.
actually 3 million.
Yeah, I
3
know,
million of them.
and I can't stand how because I really wanted to watch the freaking the how they were when they were interviewing like the Clintons, but that was a closed
Those
interview
are
to the
not really
public.
them. Those are
Oh yeah,
clones.
yeah,
Those are clones. The real those the if you know through Gitmo, they're gone.
yeah, and not only that, Biden wasn't Biden. He wasn't our president. He was dead back in 2019. They killed him.
No. Yep. Yep. We don't even know who was running that show, for to be honest.
Buddy,
There's a lot of speculation that Jim Carrey took a mask and was portraying him. That I don't know. That I would have to go deeper
Now,
in,
what
but
about Jim Carrey? Did you see Jim Carrey now?
that's not him.
Heck
He's
no, it
gone.
ain't him. He's gone. He's done.
He's gone too. He's a goner. Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm
It's like
telling you, like,
Selena Gomez.
oh my God.
Bro.
Okay, so I saw something about Selena Gomez. I don't know if you heard about this, that she and Justin Bieber had a baby.
Yep.
And
They're gonna
Kourtney
sacrifice her
Kardashian,
baby. They're gonna
instead of
sacrifice her baby.
no,
Good.
listen, that
Good.
the baby that Kourtney Kardashian has, Rain Disick,
It's
that's
her.
their baby.
That's her.
That's her
Yeah.
baby.
Yeah.
You really think so? Because in Hollywood, you either have to kill your child to get
Mhm.
really ahead in your career and find that fame and fortune, or you have to turn them into the opposite sex.
Yeah.
And that's wild.
Yeah.
Most of these
That's
celebrities are women that are men, you know?
yeah. Well, if you look, okay, example, right? Okay, so one of the guys I'm really good friends with, he was a Freemason, and then he kind of went underneath in the Illuminati for a while, but he got out of it, and he's really exposing on like what they do on like with Satanism and stuff like that, right?
The rituals,
So
yeah.
yeah, so according to him, how they do that is okay, just like you said, when you hit a certain level, and also too, one of the guys I interviewed, he was a warlock for Satan for from 1981 to 1999. So he dealt with the entertainment industry. So there's only four of them in the world, hands down at one time. There's only four of them in the world. One in the northern hemisphere, southern hemisphere, eastern, and western. Right. So you got one
I
in.
believe that.
So you got one in North America that goes from Canada all the way down to Mexico. He deals with that area, and they got one in South America, Asia, Europe. Right. So he dealt with the ones in America. That's where he was at. So with him, like I said, he dealt in the music industry and also in the entertainment industry. Well, you had to do things to get in the entertainment industry. Basically, you would go to these warehouses, right? You thought they were sing-offs and like how to showcase your skills and stuff, but he would walk by with his entourage with these thousands of people in this warehouse, and then Satan would tell him, "Hey, that's the one." So we'd go up to him and he'd ask him, are you what are you willing to do to get where you want to go? And if the answer was I'll do anything, okay, he'd hand him a card, and that card would have a number on it. They'd call that number, and that person on the other line would be a receptionist, and she'd tell him a date and time and an address to be at. So they'd show up there, they'd walk in, it's some building, not labeled, it's just a building. And this was in Hollywood, by the way, in
Oh,
LA.
I believe that. Yeah.
So they'd go in this building. The receptionist would get the card from him. Okay, walk through those double doors. They go through these double doors, he stated, and then they would give him a series of tasks, right? You can pick door one, door two, or door three. But they would give you each one you would have to do. One of them, door one, this is going to get parental advisory here, guys. So door one would be you'd have to drink blood and semen from these certain elites that run Hollywood, right? And they'd all be in there and they'd watch you do it. Or door number two, you'd have to torture and beat the crap out of like puppies, right? Or kittens or animals, and you have to drink their blood. Door three, you would do what happened with the Diddy files, right? You would get raped by whoever and they get it on camera. Cool. After you're done, they let you sign your contract. They give you a cut of what they said they would do, and then they would ship you on your way on to recording and everything like that. And he said that he dealt with, he says, anybody in the music industry from 1989 to 1999, he's dealt with. He said there's only three or four um, entertainers that got there with just pure talent. They didn't go through the industry.
Do you know who
Okay.
they are?
Yes, he told me who they were. Pink Floyd. Okay. One was Pink Floyd, Grateful Dead, Michael Jackson, and Prince. Okay.
Michael Jackson, of course.
Okay. Yes. So all them guys walked against the grain. They're all dead except for one, the Pink Floyd. Okay.
And Michael Jackson's still alive too, so
Yeah. Yeah. So so that was so that was a big like with that.
wow, that's wow. I didn't know about the three doors that they had to
Yeah.
walk in, but yeah, I
Yeah.
believe nothing
Yeah.
shocks me. It's yeah.
Yeah, but anyways,
Oh
but then after that though, after you do your thing for a couple years, then if you want to extend your contract, right, you have to do like a you have to get humiliated in front of the public with something. Then if you do that, then if you want to get to the higher echelon, like the number ones, you'd have to kill your mom, kill a relative, kill a baby, or if you don't want to do it, they kill you. You have to sacrifice your own self. So yeah, it's nuts.
wow, I
Yeah.
know. It's we're living in really people idolize these people, and I stopped following these freaking celebrities a long time ago. They're all part of the satanic cult, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I want nothing to do with that. That's not what, I want to relate myself to. Don't get me wrong, like, I used to love J-Lo, but knowing everything, I see her in a different kind of light. Like
Mm-hmm.
just I think they're all they're disgusting.
Yeah. Yeah. Not only that, with
Yeah.
the whole like adrenochrome and all that,
Yeah.
it's sad, man. Really, really
They're
sad.
all just they're evil. They're Satanists. They need to be a lot of them have been already taken out, but yeah, I hope that they answer to
They will.
our
They will. On
higher
the day
creator.
of
Yeah,
judgment, they will.
I know.
100%. They will. Okay. So let's keep pushing, girl. Let's keep pushing. Okay. So let's go with the whole food industry because you and I talked a little bit about that too. The food industry. So during your journey, what steps have
Yeah.
you taken when it comes to
I've
food
been co-
wise?
well, I do a lot of fasting.
Mm-hmm.
Um I was with a company called Prove It. They
Mm-hmm.
hold the number one ketogenic supplement that puts your body in the state of ketosis. So I learned a lot from that company. Um we would incorporate fasting, we would take mitochondria supplements. um if you wanted to do, we would like gather up in like a group for like 60 hours, and we would fast, we would have an accountability group.
Yeah.
And that's where I learned how to actually do fasting, like for like 3 to like maybe like 60 to 72 hours. And when you fast, you feel so amazing,
How
especially
hard
when you
was
do
it
it
for
like
you at
that
first?
hard.
Yeah.
Hard. I would break after like maybe like after 30 or 42 hours, but that's how it started,
Yeah.
and once you do it over and over and over, and it becomes like,
Muscle
repetitive,
memory. Yeah.
yeah, and you're after a certain time, you're hitting like the stage of autophagy.
Okay.
So you're like literally regenerating your cells within, and not only
Now,
that,
would you
you're
do just food, or would you drink water, or would you do water and food?
just electrolytes, water, and just water, or would do salt and water.
Yeah.
You have to put your mind at a very it's mental. Everything is mental, but you feel so good afterwards. Like you feel good, like you feel more enlightened when you fast. You feel great, as for just buying anything off the stores, I mean, even the organic things, they're not organic,
No.
you know
No. You really got to pay attention to that.
everything's been tampered with, and if you could go to like a farmer's market, or like where I live,
Mm.
there's like my parents have a farm, and like the neighbors have cows and all that stuff. I love to buy my food over there. It's like a 30-minute drive.
Yeah.
I go over there and I get vegetables. I got one of my dad's neighbors gave us a zucchini this big,
Mm-hmm.
and I made fried zucchini
Mm.
from her garden.
Yeah.
Delicious. And you taste the difference between the fruits and like the meats that are actually produced over there compared to supermarket. Everything you find in a supermarket is not, it doesn't come from an animal. It comes from a human that's been
Hmm.
sacrificed. I
Let's get
know.
into
I
that
hate to burst
next.
I hate to
Let's get
burst the
into
bubble,
that.
but but it's true. I see
Yeah.
the difference between the ground beef over there and the ground beef in other markets. Like it's
Yeah.
so different. And I think maybe I should just do a video between the difference. And it's gross. Human meat is more, it's thicker. Cow meat is more, it dissolves a little bit more, if that makes any sense. I don't know. It's just I see the difference.
Yeah. It's more light,
A
like
little
lighter.
lighter.
Yeah, lighter on you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Human meat is very, it's thick. I don't know. Just, it kind of makes me, I don't know. It's just makes me want to
Yeah.
become vegetarian.
It's a freaking A, dude. Yeah, it blew. Yeah, it's a trip too because it just example. I was talking to one of my buddies about this too. We were talking about McDonald's, right? I was like, dude, it's not just McDonald's, man. Think of all
It's
the
all of them.
hamburger places we have, right? We don't
All
have
of
that
them.
many cows, bro. We don't
All
have
of
that many
them.
cows, dude. You know, and
It's
like, where are all these people going? You know, he's like, well, people are getting cremated. I'm like, okay, fair. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. But they have found traces of human DNA in all these places, man. All of them.
speaking of cremation, what they do with the cremated the ashes sometimes,
Mm.
anything powdered supplement out in the market, they put that into the foods. You know that, right?
Oh,
I
dang
just
it.
found this out recently. They're these people are freaking, they're disgusting. We're living in a really fucked up
Yeah.
realm. Yeah, it's bad. But you just have to be more aware of what you're consuming, what you're putting on the table for your family. If you can get it from a garden, if you could grow your own things
Mm,
naturally, I would suggest doing that.
yeah.
Even,
Also, too,
yeah.
yeah, if you guys can, like, example, like me and my buddy Paul, we're gonna get to. Oh, if you guys learn how to hunt, for God's sakes, go hunt, hunt elk, hunt deer, hunt all that stuff.
Yes.
Yeah. If you guys can go to like a butchery or a farmer, like two buddies can pitch in for a cow, and you can get one half of the cow, and you can get the other. Like, there's ways around it, man. There's ways around
Yeah,
it.
absolutely.
But yeah,
Yep.
it's just yeah, dude. Yeah, it's nuts, man. Keep
I
going,
just don't
girl. Keep
trust.
pressing.
I don't trust these people. When you look at the labels, it's like, they're just gross because of
Mm,
everything that we've learned, and everything that we've come across. But yeah, it's just, I don't know. I have no words. It's just very appalling. And people are still, very dumbed down, you know? They need to wake up and realize that. I mean, I've been talking about the whole McDonald's thing for 3 years now, and people still want to eat their freaking cheeseburgers. Like, I said this on Angel's podcast too. They want to keep eating their cheeseburger. They're
mm-hmm.
like, whatever, that's not, they don't believe me. So I just look at them and I'm like, I just stay quiet. What can you do? You just can't say nothing. These people, you gotta, like we said, it's not their time. They're not fully in tune with
Yeah. I
the
got a
bad
question.
things that are. Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Sorry. I got a question.
Oh, no, no, no,
Okay.
no. Go, go.
So let me find it real quick. I have it here in my punch notes. Okay, so how does someone know that they're programmed?
If that
Since we're
person
talking
knows if
about
they're programmed,
how do they know?
how do they know if they're programmed? I mean, you just have to wake up. I mean, I've been awake for like 5 years. You know, I feel like
When did it
everything
yeah.
around us,
Yeah.
like, I feel like we got hit by like solar flashes in the sun.
Oh yeah, solar flares, yeah.
Yeah, those solar flares, that's what it's called. Those things are here to kind of awaken people as well.
Mm,
I feel like during 2020, that's when I started realizing that this is a really fucked up situation we're living
mm.
in. And
With
I don't
COVID?
know, yeah.
I think that's what
Yeah.
woken up a lot of people was COVID, dude.
I woke up then, and if you didn't wake up then or now, you're not waking up now, then you're massively programmed. You're like
For
in that.
real, dude.
No, dude, you're like a freaking NPC. I'm telling you, my aunt, my mom's twin sister, Thea, I love you. No disrespect. I'm pretty sure you're gonna watch this. Sorry for saying this, but you want to believe what you want to believe, okay? And believe what you want to believe, But I'm not gonna sit there and talk during a family gathering about this because we're not gonna talk politics because she hates Trump, okay?
Mm,
It's like left and right. We're not going to do that. It gets chaotic. I just want to go and relax and enjoy my family time and just be with my people.
mm-hmm.
But there's one toxic family member that always stirs the pot. But yeah, love you, Thea. uh, sorry, she didn't kick my ass later, but it's okay. Even though she's like my mom because they're twins. I have a lot of respect for her, but yeah,
It's all good. It's all good, man. Okay,
yeah.
I got another question. Okay. Is there a danger of people thinking that they're awakened when they're not? I know that's a loaded question.
Is there a danger of awakened people?
Is there a
Yeah,
danger of
because
people thinking they're awakened when they're not?
yeah, because it depends how you perceive your awakeness. If you are doing good things for humanity, so we can shift into, basically, our thoughts are very powerful. Just by us being in that positive state of frequency, we're awakening the collective consciousness. It could be one, two, three. And a lot of people are waking up right now. And yes, it is dangerous. Well, it is dangerous depending on how you perceive your thoughts, because
Mm,
if you feel like you're awakening and you're still a bad person, that's bad. Or doing malicious things or just not being a good human. Does that make
well,
sense?
example, right? What's going on with global terrorism, right?
Oh, God.
These
Yes.
certain people thinking they're awakened, right? And they would die for what they believe in. When it comes to uh, Al Qaeda, ISIS, all these people, and that's the danger of it. And they're
Those
thinking
are
they're
just
on,
psychopaths.
yeah, 100%.
They're psychopaths.
Yeah. If
Yeah.
basically, if your truth is we're gonna kill people, we're gonna hurt people if they don't believe what we believe,
Yeah.
that's no. It's bad juju right there. You got to look at yourself in the mirror and you got to think, what the hell am I doing? But these people are so indoctrinated, and it's
Big
what they're
time.
being pumped, just like how we got pumped with crap here in America. I do believe God's going to get certain people, but some people are just too far gone, in my opinion.
I agree with you on
Yeah,
that.
to a
They
point.
are.
Um, let's see. Okay, so
Awesome.
here's another one. Sorry. Okay, for all the listeners here, is warfare to you symbolic or is it literal?
I think it's both.
Yes, that's
I
what I
think it's
believe too.
both. I think it's both because it's a lot. There's a lot of things going on, and it's to not have it's to stop our like our essence and our divinity to like move into the next phase of our evolution. That's what I think it is. It is a spiritual warfare. It is symbolic. you know Everything has a meaning, a reason. It's like we're living in a realm of like warlocks and witches running the show. And it is true, yeah.
Mm,
I mean, I consider myself to be a witch, but a good one. I'm at service to others. I try
okay.
to be there collectively too, but yeah,
All
it
right.
depends how you perceive it.
Okay, here's another one. I'm just rapid firing. I'm sorry.
Go, do it.
Yeah. So, like I said, I'm just gonna ask questions and you just roll with it. Okay. So, how do you test? Let me see real quick. Where's it at? Oh, I just lost it. Crap. Hold on. Sorry, folks. We're gonna do an interlude right now. Hey, all right, I found it. All right. How do you test whether a spiritual message is true? Like
How do
if
you
you're getting
test
it
whether it's
from a higher entity, you're getting it from a god, an angel, a demon, whatever. How do you test it to see if it's true?
how do you see if it's test if it's true?
I know that's a
I don't know. I just
I know that's a loaded
it's
question,
not.
buddy.
It is very intense. I love that. I love how you come up with these questions. Can't wait to have my podcast and start asking these questions. I'm just kidding.
I know, right?
Um, you
Uh,
just have to. You're coming on mine, by the way.
that's fine.
Um, well, I don't know. You just have to. I feel like my intuition is pretty strong,
Mhm.
and when I find like when I get like a download or something like, or my higher self is telling me to do something, or like it's like gut feelings, you know.
Yeah, I,
It's
I
like a gut feeling.
I agree. I agree. I call it like God gives
It's
everyone
like
like
a
like a spiritual barometer, right?
yes.
You know, and yeah,
You just have to. I don't know. I go with the flow, and if I have a bad feeling about it, like I'll feel it in my gut, or if I know that I need to go and perceive whatever it is that I need to do, and I feel good about it, I'm gonna do it. And it's just I'm gonna go with how my body and my energy resonates with it. You know?
okay, okay, I hear you. I hear you. We're gonna go to extraterrestrials and disclosure real quick. I'm gonna pump out some questions for you. I want to hear
Oh,
your
I love
answers.
that. I
Okay,
love
so
aliens. Oh,
what are positive ETs and how do we know they are positive?
okay, so it's funny you say this because lately I've been seeing like, and I know they're here. They're amongst us. I see them everywhere. It depends. Aliens hold a very high frequency in their density. So if you are in tune with that frequency, you see a lot of stuff, and everything is like energetically like I see blue orbs all the time in my room, like little speckles, even when I'm in the
Mhm,
shower.
mhm.
I know that that's probably it could be my galactic family, it could be my starseed family, just like being there to protect me.
If that was me,
Yes,
I'd be like, hey,
yes.
homie, give me some
I
privacy in the
go,
shower.
you
Get out.
no, I go, and you know what? They give me. Sometimes I feel like they'll give me like they'll tamper with me and they'll give me a download to like do something creative or
Yeah.
you know. Yeah, they're here, and I feel their presence. You know, I was scared for a long time to like actually like get into all of that, but you can't be. Fear is only in your mind. It's an illusion.
Mm.
You have to be happy and lovely and love. I love love, and I feel like they're those entities that are here. They're love. They're just protecting me and guiding me. You know.
Okay, I hear you.
Wait, did I answer the question right? Just
Good enough for me, bud.
okay. Let's do. Okay.
Okay. If this what was it, what would an alien disclosure realistically look like to you?
It wouldn't be Project Bluebeam. I'll tell you that much.
Thank you.
Um,
Thank you.
it would not. We're already past that. Too many people already awakened. Okay, we are the alien disclosure. It's gonna happen. I believe that Trump is gonna implement all of that very soon. By 2027, we should be having alien disclosure massively. We are going to be amongst them and living in a galactic way, I believe, by 2030.
Okay. Okay, that'll work.
A lot of people are not going to, they're going to be shitting their pants. But it depends how you resonate with how you perceive things, like
Mhm.
all the awakened people, like the people that are, that are like spreading truths to their platforms and all that stuff. We're all helping the humanity slowly but gradually,
Yeah. Yeah, we're leaving them breadcrumbs for sure. I hear that.
definitely.
Okay,
Faux show.
how do you how do I put this? How do you div how do you div blah 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 blah? How can you
Blah blah
tell
blah
the
blah blah.
difference blah 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 blah? How can you tell the difference between extraterrestrial beings and spiritual beings?
It's a very good question.
I'm sorry.
Extraterrestrials, I don't know. I feel like they're more like if you are in tune with yourself, and this is when you have to like like I don't know, it just I feel like extraterrestrials are more of lighter, like
Mm-hmm.
it's like I told you, like the little blue lights or whatever. It could be like an Arcturian being in my room, or like I feel like the people that have passed, like for example, if I feel my grandmother's presence,
Mm-hmm.
it's because she's guiding me in a way, and I can feel her, and it's more about like it's I don't know, it's just I can feel her, and it's like a love energy. I don't know. Or like if I'm doing something that I don't want to do, and then like I just feel you know, like my grandmother's spirit is there telling me, "Mi niña, ¿qué estás haciendo?" That kind of thing. You could just feel it. I don't know. It's just ETs are more. They're more like little glimpse of light in my. I think
Yeah,
from
yeah.
my
From
experience.
your experiences,
From
yeah.
my experience, everybody is entitled to have their, whatever it is that they encounter within their lifetime. But yeah,
Hey,
yeah. I
sounds good to
mean,
me.
yeah. I mean, I haven't ran into anything bad because I don't try to have that kind of energy, like negative energy. But yeah,
Gotcha.
and I also have a lot of
Now,
crystals too.
no, you're good. You're good. If okay, so since you haven't run across it, so if you do run across a
I feel like I
negative
have, like,
ET or negative
not in my house, like
energy,
outside of it. Yeah,
how do you combat that for the listeners?
I don't know. Just I get like it's like an unsettling kind of like feeling, like I feel like your energy gets drained more. Like I don't know. I have felt like that every. That's why I never want to leave my house because
Yeah.
I encounter that every so often, and there's a lot of negative people out there. There's people that look like humans, and they could be shapeshifters, they could be reptilians,
Mhm.
they could be anything for
Yeah.
that matter.
Skinwalkers, whatnot. Yeah. But I'm
Yeah.
saying, but in general, like as you, since you're the protector of your kids, you're trying to bring truth to humanity. How would you combat that? You know what I'm saying? How would you come up against that
I
entity that's forcefully came at you that is
oh
producing negative energy or trying to get to you? How would you
oh
combat that?
I would say like a energetic prayer,
Okay.
and I do that.
Yeah. Okay.
I do that. I do, and I have
Okay.
sage. I have crystals in my house.
Yeah.
My kids have crystals in their house for protection. I know that's how
Gotcha.
I roll.
All right. That'll work. Okay. Okay.
Everything,
Here's
people, yeah.
go ahead. Go
Everybody's
ahead. Go ahead.
different. So
Yeah.
everybody's different, and everybody likes to protect their home and their family in different ways.
Yeah.
That's how I like to do my thing. And I feel at peace in my house, you know?
Yeah.
You
That's good.
gotta
That's good.
bless your house
Yeah.
with love.
I freaking hear that. Bless your house for sure, man. Because all that crap that's out there, yeah, you don't want to bring anything back home. Okay. Last question. You ready?
Let's go.
Okay. Does humanity need redemption or just awareness?
Awareness.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you something. We chose to come here at this time to, you know, there's a lot of star seeds. There's a lot of indigos. There's a lot of aliens walking around. We chose here to come here to awaken the collective in
Mm,
humanity. And a lot of things are unfolding, a lot of truths are being revealed. you know yeah, I mean, we're all in this together. This is why you have to be a good person. Where we all go one.
I gotcha. I gotcha.
I'm big on the Q movement, and I know that people say that it's a psyop. I believe it's a psyop to awaken people.
Hmm.
You have to put the little pieces together here and there of what's really happening, like through the Q posts, through like the anons, like through Patriots. Like we all collaborate together, we all work together. We all share the same passion to have a better world for us, for humanity.
Hmm.
So we can rise above this bullshit that's been suppressed our for eons. Yeah.
I
We
gotcha.
just want to move into that next phase of evolution, of harmony, peace, love, organic. way of living, Terra, you know?
Mm.
Yeah. It's just
S-
it's a lot. It's a lot to take in. It's really messed up, but yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I hear that. So to end it right here for the listeners, what advice could you give someone who's, I guess, who's riding the fence when it comes to, all right, I think something's going on. There might be control going on. There might be MK Ultra. There might be, you know, it's someone just on that fence, either going to fall left or fall right, go back to how they are, or you know what, I'm probably going to take a hard take a hard right or hard left and just run with this on the things that I'm seeing and doing my research. What advice could you give them who's someone who's
Question everything.
okay?
Everything. Every single thing. Question everything, because right now we're living in like the most amazing times, and we are part of the disclosure. Okay, disclosure is not going to happen like that. We're the ones that are giving little pre sense of like planting that seed of disclosure. So yeah, do your research, go down 20 rabbit holes if you have to, but question everything. You know, I do. I When I think that, oh, I want to know more about this, I don't know, I start coming across the information, and I'm like, wow, that's how I've been able to, find so much into my page, and put so much into my page, and I post what I believe in,
Mm,
what resonates with how I'm feeling at the moment as well,
mhm.
and if I can help somebody, gradually wake up to all of that consciously, I'm going to do that. And yeah, just question everything and just do your research. Absolutely. Most deaf.
Roger that. Roger that.
10
So,
4.
Miss Diana, I appreciate you coming on, and just like AG says, I kind of throw it in my terms, but money we can always get back, time we can't. So I appreciate your time. I really do. Thank
No,
you for
I'm
that.
very grateful. Thank you for having me on. And I think you're awesome and everything that you're doing. And just be safe. And I know that you go on your missions, and you have to, like, you fasting. That's amazing, because you're more in tune and you have more clarity in your mind, and that's awesome. And always say a little prayer. Yeah.
Yep, I'll keep you
You're in my
posted on how it
prayers, my
goes.
friend. Yeah.
I appreciate you. I
Let me know.
appreciate you.
Just be safe. Yeah.
Yeah.
And thank you again. It was an honor.
Oh heck
Guys,
yeah.
one of you guys want to find me if my account does not get dismantled, Mexican Starseed on Instagram.
Yep, I got it right here on the bottom. Mexican Seed Mom IG. Um, yeah, you see the little news thing down there?
Starseed, mama. Mexican Starseed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It should be coming up. But anyways, yeah. Hey, girl, I appreciate you. For all you listeners
Appreciate
out there, you
you.
guys want to get a hold of her, I will have everything in the show notes. Guys, watch her stuff. It's freaking interesting. I love it. It's good stuff because a lot of the stuff she talks about when it comes to Trump, all the wars, all that stuff. Her and I agree on a lot of stuff, and when it comes to everything that's going on and how the higher ups are definitely trying to trick us and trying to pull the wool over our eyes and trying to control us. So, yeah, question everything, guys. So, you guys want to get a hold of her? I'll have everything in the show notes. Hit her up, and other podcasters out there, get her on your show. I'm actually going to send you to a lot of buddies of mine, so they'll get you on.
You're
So,
funny.
well,
You're awesome. You and Angel crack me up. You guys are so funny.
yeah, I guess that's the
I
I guess
love you
that's the
guys.
Latinos.
Okay.
All right. But anyways, guys, yeah, if you guys want to get a hold of her, like I said, I'll have everything in the show notes. You guys get a hold of me. You guys want to be on the show, hit me up. You guys need any prayer requests, hit me up, cryptidwarfare@gmail.com. That's cryptidwarfare@gmail.com. Guys, stay frosty out there. Be safe. Remember, guys, in Ephesians 6:12, we ain't just wrestling against flesh and blood, but against principalities and authorities and rulers of the air, guys. So be
Yep.
safe. God bless, and we'll catch you guys next week.